Once upon a time, a young girl named Amy, who was seeking a remedy for her old and sick father, was walking through the forest. She was collecting different fruits from the trees, trying to discover healthy plants. As Amy moved forward with the fruits and plants in her bag, she saw an old woman walking slowly towards her. Amy approached her immediately and offered to help, saying, "Hello, ma'am, would you like me to assist you?" The old woman, looking from under her hood, replied, "Thank you, young girl. My cane broke on the way, and I am walking very slowly to avoid falling." Amy looked around, found a sturdy branch in the rocky area behind her, and after smoothing it against a sharp stone, turned it into a walking stick. She then handed it to the old woman, saying, "Here, you can now walk more safely beyond this point." The old woman was touched by Amy's gesture and asked, "Why did you do this for someone you don't even know?" Amy replied, "My father is very ill, so I feel compelled to help anyone who is old and sick." The old woman was deeply moved by Amy's words and showed her a small magical box she had. At that moment, a wealthy merchant passing by, hiding behind a tree, overheard their conversation. The old woman said, "Take this magical little box, young girl, and bring it to your father. Inside, you will always find healing foods." Amy replied, "Thank you, but you also need this." The old woman said, "You gave me what I truly needed, the walking stick. Now, take this magical box and share its contents only with those in need. Remember, otherwise, the magical box will be of no use." The cunning merchant, hiding behind the tree, heard this and thought to himself, "What? A magical box? If I buy and sell this, I'll become very rich." Amy took the magical box, and when she opened it, found bread, water, and a handful of walnuts. While the old woman slowly disappeared from sight, Amy continued her journey home. Along the way, a hungry goat crossed her path. Amy offered the walnut bread from the magical box to the goat, saying, "Here you go, sweet goat. This box is magical. You can eat from it endlessly. Enjoy these." The goat eagerly devoured the bread. Amy continued her journey, and soon she encountered a dried-up cocoa tree. She said, "Oh, who left you so thirsty? You must have beautiful cocoa beans. From them, delicious chocolate can be made." The branches of the tree had become so thin that Amy, unable to resist, used the water from the magical box to moisten the tree's roots, and the tree immediately absorbed the water. Amy proceeded on her way, but after a while, feeling very tired, she wanted to rest. At that moment, the same cunning merchant, disguised as a palace guard, appeared before Amy and said, "Hello, I am the palace guard. If you are tired, I can take you to your destination with my horse." Amy replied, "Actually, that would be very kind. I am tired and quite hungry." The merchant said, "Here you go, but when you reach your destination, you must give me that little box as a tip." Amy realized the deception and said, "Ah, you're not the guard. You're that merchant. No, absolutely not. Have a good day." Amy continued her journey quickly through the forest. Later, a famished squirrel family appeared in front of her. Amy thought, "I can endure hunger a bit longer, but they shouldn't go hungry in this forest. Since the box is magical, I can eat the walnuts later." Amy gave some walnuts from the box to the squirrel family. Finally, after overcoming various challenges, Amy arrived home and showed her father the magical box. She said, "Dad, I met an old wise woman on the way, and she gave me this magical box with healing foods." Amy opened the box but was surprised to find it empty. She exclaimed, "But how? Wasn't this box magical? It's empty now. I only shared its contents with those in need." Feeling sad that she couldn't help her father, Amy decided to discard the box at the edge of the garbage. The cunning merchant, spotting the box, immediately jumped on it, saying, "Oh, oh, oh, a magical box! Now I will become even richer." Amy, who saw him from the window, laughed at his situation because she knew that the real magic lay not in the box, but in a person's kind and generous heart. From that day on, Amy understood that true magic is found within oneself, and not in external possessions.